At the time of this recording, it is 5 a.m. on Christmas morning. Rather than setting out cookies for Santa and peeking under my tree for new presents, I can't sleep. I keep thinking about the employees at Wizards of the Coast that got laid off for being too successful. Yep, you heard me right. Regardless of the reason Hasbro actually did it, they really just bottom line wanted to save money. No matter how you cut it, it didn't matter how good the Wizards of the Coast employees did this year. It looks like their Christmas bonus was a boot to their ass and a jolly, sorry you did so well this year, good luck out there and Merry Christmas. Generally, when I heard about the layoffs, I was just devastated because, honestly, with their success in the industry, both in tabletop and in card games, you would think that these artists and writers and so many more would be safe from budget cuts. And with so much success in this last year specifically, on average, Wizards of the Coast annual revenue is like 5.9 billion, according to Zippa.com. But it looks like steady and healthy growth in the last 2 years, specifically in their gaming industry, with a 40% rate of increase, last I checked. All despite the pandemic and other changes, looks like, once again, a big company, in favor of saving money, kills its smallest members. And in turn, burns the bridge of trust that was already shaky to begin with, that was also already on fire. Between the oops we did a racist Hadozi incident earlier this year, the absolutely disgusting attempt to screw everyone with the open game license changes, the introduction and general filth that is one D&D, the Pinkertons incident, and yes, if you don't know about that one, just go look up D&D Pinkerton, April 2023. It's a shit show worthy of popcorn and a drink. Not to mention, all of that happened this year. With other notable mentions like trying to push a new VVT system for online D&D with wonderful microtransactions included. What fun! The use and attempted cover-up of AI art and the official D&D book Bigsby Presents Glory of the Giants. And now, Wizards of the Coast wants to lay off people after not only helping make Baldur's Gate 3 one of the greatest D&D games to ever exist. Oh, you know, the Game of the Year one. The one with hundreds of hours of replayable gameplay. A huge success both financially and generally across the board. But also the same people who work in a terrible and toxic environment were laid off. As evidenced in the OGL incident, where whistleblowers revealed themselves and explained that their work environment was terrible in great detail. Go check out videos on it, like the videos from D&D Shorts on YouTube and many other creators. It's a great watch. The Wizards of the Coast brand strong arms their artists into staying, making it difficult not to move down if they want to leave their jobs. And worse, they live in fear that their jobs day by day will be taken from them if they don't meet deadlines and project markers that are just so impossibly demanding. It's just awful. I mean, fuck me, dude. Like, it's Christmas, and I hate how everyone sees these problems for what they are, and some people have solutions and plans of action, but at the end of the day, it feels like Wizards of the Coast can just do whatever the fuck they want. You know, we all just go back to the normal. We go back to the status quo of buying the next book that they print off the shelf or the next Magic set, and all we do is mention it every so often at our tables and nothing else. I feel gross enjoying the product that they print off when other companies like Paizo Publishing, Cobalt Press, and many, many others aren't nearly as disgusting, or, you know, I haven't researched them, but, like, I can't imagine they're as scummy as Wizards. Like, and they make just as amazing content, if not better content, than Wizards of the Coast. And yet, Wizards of the Coast is the dominating titan in the market. Why? Just, I love D&D. I love Magic the Gathering, but they make up a part of me that I can't just replace. They bring me joy. They bring me closer to those people around me who also enjoy that. But also, fuck, I hate wizards, man. Like, I hate them so much sometimes. Like, just this year alone has proved to me how awful it can be to just be a corporation, to be a company. And I just feel so powerless outside of just complaining. At the beginning of the year, I stopped buying Magic the Gathering product for my own reasons, not even for this reason, but I still buy D&D content, and I feel like I'm part of the problem. You know, just like so many other people, I hate myself that my favorite hobby is owned by such a disgusting demon of a company. When I started writing this, I didn't see myself making this kind of video, much less typing it out literally on Christmas, somewhere around 3 a.m. But when I thought about it, and the other content I was needing to make my channel flourish, and I started writing about wizards and how I was upset at them and how this all came to bear, it just sort of started pouring out of me. It got me thinking about my family and my friends, the people I hang out with on Christmas and enjoy myself with and play games with, the same games that Wizards of the Coast makes. I get to enjoy my Christmas, but 23 employees don't. And it sickens me. Like, I don't care if it wasn't Wizards of the Coast that called down that they needed to fire employees. I don't care if it was technically Hasbro that did it. It's so dumb to me, regardless of the rot that is the Hasbro's financial situation. It was up to Wizards of the Coast to hold up their end, to run their people literally into the ground, to make an overwhelmingly successful year. And yet still, regardless of their success and their misery, and day to day making content that is wonderful and passionate, it is the employees that are punished and carrying the responsibility of financial failure on the part of a large company, rather than the people who are in charge for that company. The higher-ups that make idiotic, brainless, tone-deaf, literally racist and greedy calls over and over and over. But nope, it's all right. It's just about the shareholders and the profit. Here's a quote from one of the whistleblowers specifically. Even though the executive leadership claims to care about people, they repeatedly show that they only see people as resources to be used and disposed of when they are no longer useful. Not to mention all the other information given away by these whistleblowers and other people that have been a part or a piece of Wizards of the Coast. But I suppose it's just like any other business. It's not about the people who work there anymore. It's not about the environment that they're in. It's not even about the brand name anymore. It's just about how much money they can squeeze out of it before they ruin it. And it just blew over a week or so after this was revealed. And now it's literally Christmas Day, and these people got screwed. And I feel like nobody's talking about it. All I hear about anymore is how people are talking about the Fallout Magic the Gathering set, or the newest book of D&D, or how Baldur's Gate 3 is probably going to get another update in a couple months, or whatever else Wizards of the Coast throws at us to shower us with goodies so we ignore how horrible they actually are. It just gets buried under all this bullshit, and it's lost to time and shiny new things flying in front of our faces to distract us. Like, where's the fire in our bellies from the OGL incident? Where's the lack of trust from them hiding their use of AI art when they said they weren't going to do that? Like, they've shown a lack of character by trying to make a new VVT system with a subscription-based system as well, and a microtransaction-flooded monopoly on digital D&D. And gods, what about the inhumane treatment of their own people? Like, fuck, why do I feel like I'm the only person talking about this? These people have had their lives literally ruined.
You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
For being successful. Like, how twisted is that? Being worked to the bone just to be cut out? For burning so many nights and years of your life at a job that everyone dreams about having? Just for the realization that these people who actually get in there are just living a nightmare day by day and they can't get out? What the fuck is wrong with us, man? Like, I'm learning Pathfinder right now, and it's a great game, actually. I'm having a great time with Pathfinder. There's way more to Pathfinder than D&D ever had. And each book has more love and attention and information than any of the D&D books I've read to date. Of course, there are so many other games, like there's Lancer, and Blades in the Dark, Call of Cthulhu, Cyberpunk Red, the Power Rangers tabletop game, for Christ's sake, and so many other options. And this isn't to dunk on the people who are actually working for Wizards of the Coast, the people who actually give their blood, sweat, and tears to make this content. It is nothing against them. I wish I could say something more than, arg, boycott them, grr, let's keep them from getting their money, but like, fuck, what am I supposed to do? I don't have the wisdom or experience or the reach or the general knowledge of business or finance or art or anything relevant enough to help these people who actually need the help they need. All I can do is talk and make a video and post how I see this side and hope somebody else agrees. D&D is a game that I grew up loving. It's a game that I, to this day, play and love playing. It brings me comfort. It allows me to explore topics that I want to explore. It allows me to explore new and intimidating things that I never thought I would actually approach before. I explore things about myself and other people. I can bring a realm to life and enjoy and laugh with the people around me. And that alone, that experience, that spirit of the game is my love for the game. Not the books, not the setting. It's the feeling of camaraderie and safety that I built with the people I care about. And to the artists, to the people who brought that feeling to life by pouring hours into making that a reality. Those who wrote literally thousands of pages of information. Or others who take days, literal days, making sure that the monster looks just right in the art. Or those who build cities and lore from nothing but an idea or even a joke. Those are the people that deserve the praise that people say when they say they love Wizards of the Coast. That love is for you all. For you artists, for you writers, for everybody else in between. That love is for you, not for Wizards. They don't fucking deserve that. You deserve that. And doubly so when I heard about what environment you were living in and working in and what happens behind the curtains to you all. For everybody who isn't in the know, here is a small list of a few names and quotes from the people who were laid off from Wizards of the Coast, or the employees commenting on the layoffs around them, provided by Yu Zai-Lao on Reddit. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, by the way, but this was great information that I needed to use. I'll read them off one by one, and let you hear the words for yourself. Mike Merrills, co-lead designer of D&D 5e, says, "Yes, I was laid off by Wizards. Yes, I'm doing fine, and excited by what's to come. And yes, I have a pretty amazing circle of friends. I'm going to take a nap and come back to the work of forging for the future." Dan Dillon, a D&D designer, says, "Well, today was my last day at Wizards. Not sure what's next." Tristan Falcon, graphic designer, says, "To everyone at Wizards getting cut out today, and especially my fellow D&D team members, may your talent and passion be rewarded by the lucky teams that snatch you up. To other studios, we're losing incredible folks." Dixon DeBow says, from Creator Relations, says, "Words cannot describe so many talented friends and co-workers. Simply gone." Bree Hess, art director, says, "Much to my surprise, it is my last day at Wizards. It was an honor and a joy to work on the games I love with people who have become family." One without a quote is from Mike Valancourt, senior art director. He was also removed. Eaton Bernstein, a senior development editor, says, "Hi folks, I was one of the people laid off during the Hasbro layoff this week. I know 4 other people in the D&D team." Oh, goodness. Oh, sorry. This has got me very frustrated for them. So, sorry about that. He says, "Hi folks, I was one of the people laid off during the Hasbro layoff this week. I know 4 other people in the D&D team who confirmed they were affected, but I'll leave it to them if they want to post about it." Amy Dallin from the D&D Beyond host and producer says, I'm deeply proud of the work I got to do at D&D Beyond and Wizards. Thank you to everyone who played a role in those many good memories. Larry Frum, Senior Communications Manager, says, as part of the recent Hasbro headcount reductions, I have been let go from Wizards effective today. I cannot tell you how honored it has been to work with the wonderful and talented people at Wizards of the Coast. Paul Cheon, Talent Manager, says, unfortunately, I will no longer be working at Wizards of the Coast, as I was one of the many who were hit by the Hasbro layoffs. It was an absolute dream to work the game that I've loved playing for over 20 years. And Rob Sather, D&D Art Manager, says, yesterday was surprisingly my last day at work at Wizards as D&D TRPG Studio Art Manager. My position was eliminated. Nothing to do with performance. Can't even utter a snarky quip or light-hearted anecdote. Just feeling gutted. A reminder that not only were they were laid off without warning, and with no 2 weeks' notice. They were just laid off. Just thinking of them and the others who can't enjoy their holidays, their futures, their careers after such a successful year, just gets me so frustrated and so angry. To those and all the others of the Wizards of the Coast staff, both current and not, I hope there are major positive changes for you, and I hope somehow, in some way, this video helps move that process along. And, fuck. To all of you still watching, I really wish I had more wisdom or anything, more information on exactly what you can do to help with this situation. Many times when I feel like a very small piece in a very big puzzle, I like to reach out to those around me and try to find wisdom and comfort and solace. In this case, those people around me are you all. Everybody that watches this, everybody that likes my content and does everything for me and helps me. I'm reaching out to you guys now because I don't need any assistance. I am in a great place in life. I'm doing wonderful. But these people are not. These people are going through a pretty rough time, and it's Christmas. And Christmas has always been a wonderful time in my life where I can get together with family, regardless of the situation, and have a good time. And eat food and laugh and play games. And to see that a company so influential and prominent can just do this, and it doesn't agitate other people like it has me, infuriates me. And I feel very powerless in this situation. But I feel like this is the move that I want to make. I just want to bring awareness to it, you know? Just be a little piece in the puzzle, and hopefully somebody else understands what I'm saying. And once again, to the people who got laid off from Wizards, I am so sorry for you. You do not deserve that. Just as a a compliment to you guys. Some of your artwork and some of the books has been phenomenal. I I love going through the D&D books and just seeing certain places and things and objects and magic items and monsters and just enjoying being in a fantasy world, you know? And it's kind of hard to see the people who made that a reality for me, you know, be punished for their success. So, I appreciate you all, and thank you.